Make sure it's unmuted. You got volume now? Okay, cool. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. We are coming to you live from PAX Unplugged here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, day 2 of the con, bringing you all the exciting board game coverage. But first off, who are we? I'm Matt, and I'm joined with my special guest right now, Brent from
Brent
Studio Woe.
from Studio Woe.
How you
Good to
doing?
be with you.
So, Brent, first off, how's con?
Very good, very good.
It's exciting, right?
Enthusiastic crowd here at PAX Unplugged.
I know, I like it.
Yeah, it's good to see for a first year, like everybody like way into it, showing up. It's good.
Awesome. So I see we have a sealed box here, and like I'm gonna do some studio magic here, and so you could go. Oh, here's the best part though. I could go like that.
Oh, there we go.
I could move it around. We're good.
Yeah, we have the world first unboxing of Gruff Rage of the Trolls. So this game won't be out until February.
Okay.
This is literally the first hot off the press, sent direct to PAX Unplugged, new version of Gruff.
I can dig it.
Tactical card game about mutated monster goats.
So we have featured Gruff on our stream several times before.
Yeah, that's right.
We did some interviews with you at Gen Con, and then we've also did a spotlight for this as well, and super excited to see this game. It was a lot of fun. It's one of our favorite games to play in the studio. We definitely make a point of playing it in our downtime as well, so it's not just, oh, we're streaming, what game do we play? It's like, oh, we're not streaming, I kind of want to play Gruff. Let's play some Gruff.
That's the best compliment you could ever hear. Of like, this is what I want to spend my downtime doing. That's great. Yeah, Rage of the Trolls is a really interesting, kind of exciting expansion for us because it actually includes our first ever co-op and single-player mode in the game where you fight against trolls. So
one of my favorite parts about this game, and as you're opening it up, I just kind of wanted to, I'm looking over, the artwork is really awesome. And so who does the artwork, Brent?
That is Virginia Critchfield, longtime video game veteran, works on a game called Dauntless right now. She's also worked on League of Legends at Riot Games, worked on the Warhammer 40k MMO at Vigil Games. Super prolific, amazing Uber artist. Really privileged to have her on the team. / be my wife. So, yeah.
I was waiting for when that was going to come in there.
Marry well, guys. Marry well. Yeah. So
any cards you want to show off? I've got my hand cam here, and I could do the
totally.
The up
Yeah, you
want
to show the new goats?
And so
I think that's always the really spicy
would like
thing.
to point out that, again, green screen here, so the green's going to be invisible. So the Screecher, that's got some green in its mouth there.
Yeah, it does. The whole set has got a lot of green.
This is one of my favorite ones from when we were playing Squabble. It's just the most adorable, ferocious-looking goat that I've ever seen. Got Briggs, Mr. Blight, Squat, and Thump. Thump's very green.
Yeah, Thump is very green. The whole set is a lot about the a war against this faction called the Funk Fiends. They're these nasty plague goats, and of course, they're very green.
Of course.
That's how it rolls.
So we got our goats. We all know the goats.
Yes, we got our goats, but leading our goats, our herd of mutated monster goats, is our shepherds, of course.
Of course.
And these are our shepherds. So the idea behind Gruff is that you're this shepherd of woe. After the story of the 3 Billy Goats Gruff, you've decided you're going to weaponize your herd of goats using, black magic and foul science and forbidden breeding practices.
I'm just mad I didn't think of weaponizing goats first,
It's not too late. It's not too late. You just show up at your local 4-H and be like, yeah, which of these can I imbue with black magic and foul science? And can I get a refresher on what the breeding practices are so I can do the forbidden ones?
I need your sturdiest goat that holds up the best of black magic. So,
you got to know these things.
We've got our shepherds, we've got our goats, but this is called Gruff Rage of the Trolls.
It is
right?
Gruff Rage of the Trolls, and you couldn't be Gruff Rage of the Trolls without some trolls. So the game comes with 4 trolls. Each troll has their own little, very powerful AI deck.
Oh, okay, so this is going to be the AI deck. So this is going to be the moves that they're doing. And so what are these numbers that are on the left-hand side that we see here?
The Rage of the Trolls is about trolls and about them getting rage. It's actually a mechanic in the game. Every turn your troll will gain rage, and as your troll gains rage, it unlocks new abilities on these behavior cards. So while each individual troll only has a very small deck, each card is exponentially more powerful every time it flips over, and not just more powerful numerically, it does
more
bigger
stuff.
and cooler things.
So it does every action leading up to that?
Every single action.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's not just, oh, this is the new level, this is what it's doing now. You're just adding more and more stuff to what this troll's doing, and
Yeah.
he's beating the crap out of you.
Absolutely, because every upgrade that the troll gets is cumulative, so they get really strong really fast. You don't want to mess around with the trolls.
And it's different levels here too. It's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of the cards is a little bit different, so it's going to play out different levels.
And that is going to vary from troll to troll. The troll you're looking at right now, Snark, is a very aggressive troll.
Okay.
So he's all about attacking. Every single round, he's going to swing at you as hard as he possibly can. And but coming up next, we got the exact opposite, which is Khan the Immortal. And
I'm sensing he's going to be a little tanky then.
He is so tanky. He is tanky enough to end the universe. and so you're going to want to focus on trying to get damage that breaks through his massive defenses. And he can seriously punish aggressive decks.
So he's got a lot of fat on him then?
Yeah.
And for those of you unfamiliar, fat is like the armor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, all goats have got 3 stats: mean, weird, and fat. And trolls have rage and fat. Rage, fat, and life. Rage functions as both mean and weird, so it's basically how quickly they generate resources as well as how hard they hit when they attack.
So we see Schnark here. I'm pronouncing that right. Schnark.
Heartless Schnark.
Who else
Schnark is actually named after my brother-in-law's dog. Then we have our combo troll, Spittleflick.
I love the names.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's very green though. They're
she's
trolls.
Very transparent. Yeah. So what you're saying combo troll? How is this a combo troll?
So what she likes to do is lay down lots of mutations on the board. So trolls throw down these types of mutations. They're Fury mutations and Fester mutations. She likes to lay down Fester mutations and then punish the heck out of players that have mutations in play. So the way in which she is combo is basically synergistic with her abilities, is what I mean. So she will lay down these abilities and then become much more powerful based on how many of those abilities are on in the play. So these are permanent infield modifications.
Okay.
And that's what mutations are.
So really throwing a big monkey wrench into things there with that. And then, so that we have one more troll then to show off.
Yeah, Guildfisk. He's actually the one that the box is based on. He's like,
that sure is.
Yeah, he's our poster troll.
Poster troll.
He's actually on the back of the box.
Oh man, Gaptooth was your poster troll for the original, right?
Okay. And Bucket.
I mean, poster goat.
He was the poster goat for Clash of the Battle Goats.
Yeah.
And since Rage of the Trolls is all about the trolls, we decided this was going to be a troll box. So we love to make like these silly kind of chompy boxes. And this has got to be my favorite of all the ones that we've done.
It takes it to the next level, that's for sure.
It absolutely does.
So one of the things that I really like about Gruff is that you didn't just name the stats: attack, defense. It's like you got
mean, weird, and fat.
You got interesting with it. I like it. It's left field, but it works so well.
Yeah, that actually happened sort of organically. Virginia was working on these goats for years before I made the game, and it would just be our dialogue. Like she would show me the goat that she would make, and I'd be like, "Oh, that one's super happy," and "Oh, that one's kind of weird," and "Oh, he's super fat," and like and it sort of came up organically of like mean, weird, and fat as being the attributes of these goats.
Right. So this is Gruff Rage of the Trolls. I see someone asking in the chat. Yeah. So it's on the deck box there.
Yeah.
And I saw some other people saying, "Oh, this kind of reminds me of Magic a little bit," and I would say it's similar, but it's definitely much different in its own right.
I would say that like Magic proposed a lot of the problems that I tried to solve in Gruff.
Yeah.
It was kind of looking at Magic the Gathering and thinking like, man, I don't feel emotionally involved in my Skaith zombies or my goblins or whatever. They're just kind of these trash monsters, and really wish I had an avatar in the play space. And man, I wish deck building was easier and more efficient and elegant.
And cheaper.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about Gruff, right, is you can actually get draftable set of Gruff for 4 people to play with just the single box. Just the base box of Gruff you can draft for 4 people. Every one of our subsequent expansions is a standalone 2-player game, so you can actually play 1 or 2 players just with the box of Rage of the Trolls.
Very cool. And how many different goats come in Gruff Rage of the Trolls as well?
There's 6 new goats and 5 new shepherds, and then 4 new trolls.
Very cool. All right, so is there anything else that you wanted to touch on for Gruff Rage of the Trolls here today?
We got some legendary goats.
Ooh.
Did I tell you the story about the legendary goats?
You did not, so now I'm interested.
Okay,
Grinder the Infected.
Oh man, he's a little bit too green. Yeah, it's because he's super infected, right?
He looks really sick. It's like he's covered in mucus.
Yeah. Well, and during the Kickstarter campaign, we were doing this campaign of we were showing off the new goats.
Yeah.
And Grinder was one of our core goats in the original game, and people saw that I was going to turn Grinder into this plague goat. He was going to get infected and turn into a funk fiend.
I remember you had like a hashtag save Grinder or something.
Yeah,
like that.
And that didn't come from me. That was one of the players. Was just like, no, save Grinder. Everyone send your thoughts and prayers and likes to Grinder. We're gonna send out the hashtag Cure for Grinder. And then everyone else was like, no, we're killing this guy. Inflict the funk. And so we did a hashtag war, and we decided whoever won was going to determine the fate of the poor Grinder, and
that's fantastic.
Yeah, unfortunately the bad guys won. So
then we also got Licky the Inoculated.
Yeah, with Licky we went the other route. He was originally like this nasty plague goat, and he is now converted into a nice, healthy Grendel goat.
He got better.
Yeah, a little better. I still probably wouldn't lick him, but
that's his job. He's Licky. Yeah.
He's on the supply side of licks.
And then Skitter's the Stalker.
Skitter's the Stalker was actually the original build for Gruff for Skitters, and we felt like it was too powerful, too aggressive.
Yeah.
And then later on, I was like, nah, screw it, we're throwing it in anyway. So legendary Skitters, yeah, and that's the world's first unboxing of Rage of the Trolls.
You can smell the fresh print on the cards. It's you gotta do the crinkle in the microphone.
I wish you could smell this because this is like.
There's no smell quite like it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
And finally, I know that there's a little story behind, I think it's this character, right?
Yeah, that's right. Brat, kind of an odd name for a shepherd. Brat is actually our world's first tournament winner. Brat Conway won the privilege of creating her own shepherd based on her design, and so that's the design we collaborated with and came up with. And she actually cosplayed as that shepherd at Gen Con.
I remember seeing her there. That was really funny. You're like, hey, this is the shepherd that... I'm like, oh my god, it's so cool. Like, she made her own cosplay of herself. It's so recursive and meta that it's really awesome.
Yeah, and the funny thing about after Gen Con was... there was a player by the name of Mitchell Breinholt who won the world championship, and we already have a character in the game named Mitchell. He's like the cowardly shepherd. He's like the worst shepherd ever, and so now we're making him the worst shepherd ever. So look forward to that in our game coming up this next year, Stuff of Nightmares.
Ooh.
Where we're introducing plushy nightmare goats.
So when can we be? I know you said next year, but like when can we start expecting
to see
that?
Mid next year, like probably like June, July is when the Kickstarter is going to pop up for that one.
Fantastic.
And we have other really exciting things, but I think unfortunately you're like too public of a forum right now for me to talk about it. But we have some crazy stuff happening early next year. I'll tell you one of them. We have a dexterity game called Pirate Tanks of Skull Rock that is coming out at the beginning of next year. Our first non-Gruff game.
I love me some dexterity games, so I'm excited to see that. And so finally, where can people find Gruff Rage of the Trolls?
You can find it online at StudioWoe.com. You can find it here at PAX at booth 119. And you can order it online through the, pre-order it through our Kickstarter page. If you go to Kickstarter and go to Rage of the Trolls, that's actually the only way to get Rage of the Trolls right now is through the pre-order, because it won't be available until February when we actually can ship it out to everyone.
Right.
But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do this. This will be crazy. But we're doing a raffle right now at the show where if you send me an email to bcritchfield@studiowoe.com with the subject Rage Raffle, you're automatically entered into it. And I don't see why that should be restricted to just PAX Unplugged. So if you want to do that, you'll be entered into it. If you're not here at the show, I'll mail you a copy of the game.
bcritchfield at
StudioWoe.com.
And you want to spell that out for our studio audience at home?
BCritchfield at StudioWoe.com.
There you go. Just point
with
to the belly.
subject Rage Raffle.
Rage Raffle. I like it. Brent, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks
we
for
really
having me
do appreciate
on
it.
the show. I really appreciate it.
And thank you so much for all of you watching at home. Stay tuned for more live coverage from PAX Unplugged. But for now, Matt signing off with Twist Gaming. See you later, guys.
My mother used to say,